Hey guys, welcome back to Woods Tree Farm. I'm Phil. Today we're going to get started on planting some Murray cypress trees, and we are growing these as Christmas trees. Murray cypress are just like the leyland cypress, similar foliage, similar color and everything, but they're known to be a little bit more disease resistant, and they're known to have slightly stiffer branches than the leylands. We've already had great success with leylands. This is our first chance growing some Murray, so hopefully they do well for us. I'm going to plant them back here next to our Carolina sapphires. So what I have right next to me is just a section of what was just tall grasses and wildflowers and stuff over here. I mowed it all down as close to the ground as I could, and then we're going to go ahead and mark off our rows and come back through with a tiller and just till up the top several inches, and then we'll use a shovel to plant each tree manually. We'll get started here with just making some little guidelines for the tilling. So I've got an 8-foot piece of lumber, and I'm just going to go 8 feet off of this next row. So all we got to do now is just follow those paint marks, keep the tractor centered on that, go up and down a couple times, get our rows tilled up, and then we'll be ready to plant. Now we can double check our spacing. This should be right in the middle of the tilled row, and it is. And we do 6 foot on the rows. I can pretty much just line up with these other trees next to it, so I'm not going to get the tape out and measure the spacing side to side, but I can just kind of go here. So these are our Murray cypress trees. These come in quart containers. We've gotten this size from this grower before, and they've done well for us. I know a lot of people, a lot of other farmers who grow leyland cypress and Murray cypress as Christmas trees tend to get the 1-gallon liners, but I found for where we live, we have to ship these so far, it's a lot more economical for us to get this size, and if that means an extra year in the ground for us, I'm not too bothered by that, just because these do grow so much faster than any of the other species that we've tried to get. So all I do, and I've covered this on previous videos when I've done the leyland cypress, I like to cut off all the lower branches before I put these in the ground. It's going to make spraying around these a lot easier. So I'm going to come up to about here. I do about 8 inches or so, and I'll just strip this entire stem here, this entire trunk of all the limbs and foliage, and then we'll get it in the ground. That's what it looks like all cleaned up. Once we get in the ground, I got my hole here a little bit too deep, and that's not a problem. I just want to get the top of this soil here in line with the top of my soil, pack it in all around it. That's it. A couple hundred more of those. It just started drizzling. We are just finishing up here in the rain. Stacy and the kids came out and helped wrap this up. I didn't have the camera going because we were just scrambling to get done. That's only 6 rows of 16, 96 trees. And we have about another 160 or so to go. But we're going to come back and finish that another day. We knew we weren't going to get it all done today. But you can see the field is filling in. Our rows are nice and straight. You can see that nice angle forming there with the more established trees behind. That looks pretty good. Caroline, you want to say hey? How did you help today? What did you pick up for us?
The cans.
The pots.
Pots.
Yes, all of the pots. Yeah, so things are looking good. We'll keep you posted on future video how things are going, and when the rest of this section of field here is filled in, it will look really good because it'll be all the way from the tree line back that way, straight up here and up that little slope in that direction. All of that should be filled in with these new Murray cypress. So looking forward to those growing here in the future. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you have a good one. See you on the next video. Bye-bye.